coaches and community programs. In Sierra Leone, football policy might involve a lot more. But Collier, do you think SLFA really don't establish in all of these, what I mean by football policy, you feel like, say, that have been achievable by, I want to start with two past presidents there. I don't want to go even back then to the late Naim Kadi of blessed memory. Let's just start with Madam Aisha Yuansin and Thomas Dadi Brahma. Do you think these two people don't create a long-term football policy where anybody who could come and take up that throne, they might just continue in that trajectory and instead improve in the policies they will emit?
Okay, for me, I would say the policy na a broad thing where everybody will listen to you according to what you don't read out. And for me, I don't feel say the two presidents they don't work with policies.
Okay.
Because the reason is anybody don't follow the Sierra Leone Football Association for the past 7-8 years or so to 9 or 10 years now, you didn't know say we not get a blueprint to know the policy what they work on. And policy they go with three aspects. If you get the policy, you know get process, then you know get procedure, then I don't feel say you go succeed. Then are the three things that we work together. Because the policy ain't in the document. Whilst you get the process way, now in you the use for implement, and then the procedure. So for me, if you get the policy, where the policy they tell you, they outline the things and the goals them way the FA want for achieve. Mm-hmm. For example, they say, okay, inside these 4 years, now these are we policies, and then the process they can outside the process, now in the big picture, where they look into the policy. And then the procedure in the guide, how you go about the policy. Now let me ask yourself these questions. We president the way that the campaign will come to office as president of the Israel Football Association. Mm-hmm. We hardly hear somebody go talk say na me manifesto this. Okay. Now this na me blueprint. This na me trump card. Okay. When they come, this na get for implement. Now this I get for work by inside the next 4 years, and now this I want to achieve. So and they forget a policy way that this president no go come a change them. And this can be changed. All administrations can different. Yes, everybody gets your idea, but there are certain laid down rules, certain policies, and the way you meet them, you just get for abide from. Only year you go change the style in which you go meet them, but it will be a laid down principle. Now, for example, Senegal they benefit from the grassroots policy where they put. They like today, Senegal inside the last 3 Nations Cup, they don't win it twice. Now because of the grassroots policies that we didn't get. How you do go? They get players where they come on at the grassroots, for example, the under 16, under 17, under 20, under 23, take to the senior level. So they get policy of grassroots. They get policy for female football. So if we not get all them policies and they try to make sure, so for example, you go recall say it don't pass 10 years from where they go sign to the BIMO declaration. Mm-hmm. That was the policy. But how many clubs don't reach that particular BIMO declaration? And until now, clubs then the way they struggle with some of them policies then they
100%.
So if we get them policies and the way the president of the football association don't make sure say this we know we know the transfer, we know the balance them. It's sacrosanct, nothing know the change them. Trust me, like Babadi put in foot so far this transfer will affect players and some clubs and now where everybody they pray go let this transfer open, let they do the needful. Trust me, like them policies there. So but who clubs them? If you not get time inside the next 3 years, whether you can force or not, you do relegate. Are they what the championship right now? Sheffield Wednesday, because of they not reach the championship, the financial waiting if we then get. The federation deduct about 18 points from them. That is the policy, because they get a policy where you for meet. But for Salon, Babadi go come and say. Eco football or ecosystem by football. It come with your own dimension, it come with your own idea. Babadi will 4 years ago, just no other president go come. Instead go count your own idea because we not get a policy and a blueprint with the day. The one way they always say the Israeli Football Association they work in dictates of FIFA, WAFU and CAF. FIFA gets a blueprint, they get a policy. Every year, FIFA they tell you say every 4 years they tell you say now this project they work on, and even they mandate the MAs for work on that thing. If you not work on that, they tell you say this money you no go get them, or this money you go get them. If you implement this football for youth, football for schools, now be a project. And FIFA still they make sure say they go in line with that policy. They if you wait Gianni Infantino, it work by him. And it don't make sure say all the MS them benefits from recently we just see the Salon Football Association distribute ball to schools them, football for schools. That they try for tell you now say you get talent in our schools where they go school, but they don't get that time for they can play all day. So with their school leagues and the way they play, you able to catch them and then you include them at the academies and they so that you be able to begin to get young talent from their schools and they will be able to graduate, come to the national side, take to the senior side. So these are policies where FIFA gets. And now FIFA don't get another policy where they say safeguarding. Mm-hmm. Then coaches them where they go coach then young players where they 12, 16 years, the player go there now, you know, in naive, it go mistake, it go shout para, it go cause some, it go tell us to come on now, go, you know. So FIFA don't put a lay down principle, it's a policy. Whether Gianni Infantino come out and not come out, any president we can they walk by, you know, they will change them.
Okay, now let's start bit by bit, yeah. Like I rightly mentioned that policy basically something where we go make rules and regulation about and guidelines way for govern. And if a football for play, it is the responsibility of the Sierra Leone Football Association for ensure say football plays, but in a conducive atmosphere without no trouble and any sort of violence. We as well perhaps go get Ivory and Silas in part of this conversation. But Kola, let we look at one key policy that have not been respected over the course of the year. This I can even bring now the late Naim Kadi of blessed memory in this discussion, because this is something since they're not even born with it, we don't this don't be a major problem in with football policy. It's about player safety and welfare. Do you think that is a policy where this SLFA don't really try for respect? I'm not pointing fingers on this executive, but like I rightly say, I'm going back to the days of the late Naim Kadi of blessed memory. Do you think players have been really protected and they don't really give them the welfare within due to deserve? Because this is part of one of the big policies in football.
So we get this player welfare business now the Sierra Leone Football Association, but is it a policy? Then I one question again for ask yourself. Because for the past administrations, we don't get issues about players' welfare, but they neglect. Some can benefit, but some not can benefit. And the one that will not benefit now, the Coopers, the one that will they benefit. I can remember the last time we this bubble we be they play for FC Cologne, we be get the team with the national team. Mahmoud Fofana. He gets an injury, and after the international match, the head coach by then winner Amidu Karim, and some players then go meet him and get some token. And when they get the token, this is a sign of appreciation that even when you go, you get injury, but we did done with you, and they make sure say, they go through the medical procedures. We all see where you go to hospital, they get the POP, the scanner, they show what's be the issues, and then itself. They like to the able worker because it follow the medical procedures the way they get. But is that a policy where any administration don't put see? As long as you don't wear that Leon Star jersey, you go get injury. This in they happen to you, or this not going to happen to you, or now this the FA set aside, or not to this the FA set aside. Whether na Babadi dey na power, whether na Peter dey na power, whether na Kuma dey na power, as long as this policy dey. Nobody no will change them. They put it into law. It's a policy. Policy now something they guide you. So when you don't get the policy, you just need the process. Like when Babadi Council now meet policy, be don't they say for anybody when a retired captain, for example, don't play for Leon Stars, is sick, and there is a policy they say the Sierra Leone Football Association is responsible for a medical until he get in healing. Babadi no go can want to change it because himself no go want tomorrow. It come on apart until that happen to one. So policy is something where we need to get holistically, clear mind, clear vision. Yes, you go get your own, developmental stride the way you go want to do. But if you get that policy where they tell you now, say, now this A and B we need for do, this now for happen so. But again, I go tell you, say, Babadi in 5 months in office, in blueprint where on the left, very good. The only thing. Let it try call holistic a town hall meeting do a consultative meeting with different football stakeholders. Then let we get a blueprint. Let the FA get a blueprint. Let we get a policy, national policy who they work with. Let no now say we go for the get every year from September this to this, so they get the FA Youth League go they play when are from 12 years to 14 years. Whilst would they get this team so they play from 14 years to 17 years, from this month to this month. We get 17 years to 20 years so they play. Any president will come, as long as it's a policy we meets, it no go be changer. Trust me, just like us Senegal low. We watch this Tunisia, the match where they lost inside the group stage of the Africa Cup of Nations. The Bobo will be the United Zidane. It make mention of Egypt, it make mention of Senegal. The policy we Senegal get, the youth policy. Now we see Liberia don't follow suit. I think Liberia are the first West Africa country, or let me say within the Mano River Union, we don't build on that 12 pitch for school picking or so. This is that way FIFA, Gianni Infantino even appreciate them and tell us that the first within the Mano River, we don't do them. So we self need for the follow suit, not just all the time where these presidents come. The last time, Madam Aisha Yohansi campaign on the blueprint that it come for grassroots and female football. Me you can agree say Madam Aisha intend on female football no play. We to Mozadi Bremaka himself say okay, me I go make sure to implement female football. So if we don't get that blueprint for Madam Aisha, it's a policy, not by force, not a process, not a procedure. Like we not talk now say with female league, we still leap our match, we still try. 5 years down the line, Tomozadi 4 years down the line. Trust me, 10, 11 years, you still play female football. To be honest with you, for them at different level. So we just need a national holistic policy on football governance. Then we forget about would I get the idea saying that this way me can Peter they go Toby will go account me policy. Even if you pull Toby, Regina can't sit down. As long as that policy day, with the FA to work with, we Regina for work with, nothing the change in our continuity. So for me, we just need for work on with football policy holistically with clear vision, with clear mind, and work with due process.
But with latest things that would happen, I think within the short term we don't lose within 2 months. I have to put time in that way. I think never reached 2 months. We lost. Well, I say within that time, within 2 or 3 months now, we lost Boure and we lost a young player from FC Cologne. Again, we also lost a young player from Hada Football Club. This might not be about maybe negligence about how they look at players, but there is a lot of example we could point out in terms of players injury would have ruled them out of football entirely. Some get accident. Look how there was a boy. They watch in video. I come across a video yesterday. Somebody will win back-to-back goal, leading goal scorer in 2016 and 2017. Gattuso also in the column. I think I will James Conte because we don't get that kind of a proper players' safety and welfare. Partially, even turn somebody away unless he meets people. For ask for help before you get help. Before we look at one of the next policy, let me wrap up this first part. What do you feel like the SLFA for taking into consideration now? Purely, despite they are not the owner of them players, so some of those players then belong to their respective clubs, but these clubs are all under the Sierra Leone Football Association. Do you think then for the SLFA for create some programs in order for educate club physios or club medics about how they for treat them players if some of the injury arises?
Yes, for sure. I'll get a private or privileged conversation with Christian Korka, the former Leon Stars goalkeeper. We come in our studios. They say, what would they miss for Salon football currently? Himself now when he travel and he go get the exposure. He said, with the fees where they say doctor, any normal doctor can treat a football player. I say no. Now they get it wrong. You know go take a footballer, if they play, he get concussion, then you take a can go to 34 military hospital. No. It come with several. He say you and somebody not go to play, a stamp you that you say I never work offenders. Okay, well, I can go to that bone specialist now, Treasury hospital. No. You get football doctors we just need for all your foot and players that they tell you exactly say now this injury now you don't sustain and at this amount of time that they face you for go. You get medical doctors wey na for football specialists then. Whilst you get medical doctors wey na for normal treatment. And if we get this policy for able safeguard players then, holistic one we get them. We are in administration come a change new president come old one now. Once you get a policy where the work, it's just about policy to be. It's nothing like anything in the way extraordinary. You just need policies where they guide the players. And I think we'll be get an association of players and players welfare, something or that. You include them, you get somebody specific. Now even the look come out of football, the medical field. You get people the way they look after the welfare of medical doctors, the way they call the medical health insurance, where they office by this the light here so or so. Imagine they are medical doctors, but they get a whole insurance for themselves. Well, because you don't know tomorrow what thing will happen to you. With all the luxury, all the money you go make tomorrow, something more struck you to the point that way sometimes you're not able to resist, or you're not able to resist them to the end of your life. So you need that insurance, that you need then thing and the way for they sustain you. So until and unless holistically, Baba they get a vision for push salon football, yes, but inside the first 5 months, you not go judge them because it just starts.
Right.
But again, more things than for do in terms of policy, in terms of player development, in terms of facilities. All these fall under policies. If you see Ebuka able to implement the Bama Declaration, it was a big policy because they all go sign up to them.
Okay.
It just needs for let them implement and as a policy, and they will get the process, the procedures, and then everybody like by now we no go talk no more say South Arena or Kalon playing field or East Alliance where themselves they try for work on their own. Like if we don't get more than 30, 40 pitches.
Okay, we go continue with a lot of other policies then after the break. Also, don't be joined by Reginald, but to go for a quick break. We go for a quick break. When we come, we go look at other aspects of policies within into football. If this SLFA, past and present, go on for the past, whether or not create a long-term policy. If this new executive could create a long-term policy, that for any president who could come in at SLFA, go walk through them policies, then they. And maybe for improving to the policies, that will not be any problem. If you let it add up to the policies they meet, or it creates a more advanced policy. But I think for sustain a long-term policy, that are we to discuss this morning. After the break, we'll look at other aspects then with Reginald as well, because there is a lot about within inside the policies that will take football to the next level in this country.
You dey look for best betting experience? Register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them, like casino game, card game, and they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot them for Bambai. You can withdraw and deposit with Colats, with Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, MasterCard, or Visa Card. 1xBet, they sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Calon. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you're winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office the Lumley Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you're not able to reach there, call on a telephone number 076 100 338 or 078 206 171. 1xBet, I'll win you this week.
1xBet presents an exciting world of entertainment. In the 1x Games, you will find Crash, Dice, Apple of Fortune, Money Wheel, and other exciting games with many chances to win big wins. Go to the website 1xbet.sl or app, enter promo code GAMESL and receive welcome bonus up to 36,800 leons plus 150 free spins. Fun to play, fast to win. It's your best chance to grab your luck with 1xBet.
You dey look for best betting experience? Register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them like casino game, card game, and they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot them for Bambai. You can withdraw and deposit with Colats, with Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, Mastercard, or Visa Card. 1xBet, they sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Cologne. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino, the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you're winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office in Lumley Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you're not able to reach there, call on a telephone number 076 100 338 or 078 206 171. 1xBet, I'll win you this week.
1xBet presents an exciting world of entertainment. In the 1x Games, you will find Crash, Dice, Apple of Fortune, Money Wheel, and other exciting games with many chances to win big wins. Go to the website 1xbet.sl or app, enter promo code GAMESL and receive welcome bonus up to 36,800 leons plus 150 free spins. Fun to play, fast to win. It's your best chance to grab your luck with 1xBet.
You dey look for best betting experience? Register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them like casino game, card game, and they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot them for Bambai. You can withdraw and deposit with Colats, with Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, Mastercard, or Visa Card. 1xBet, they sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Cologne. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino, the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you're winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office in Lumley Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you're not able to reach there, call on a telephone number 076 100 338 or 078 206 171. 1xBet, I'll win you this week.
Welcome back from that break day. They listen to 1199.3 FM this morning. So they look at if the Sierra Football Association don't really establish a long-term football policy that will be a sustainable one in order for we left for see issues them with on the surface in terms of football. Well, I just welcome Reginald. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Yes, good morning, Mohamed Toby. Good morning, listeners of the Epic Sports Show. So
we go straight to another policy that would think this football association need to take into consideration. It's about fair play and sportsmanship. Even to FIFA, they give award to best fair play team, to best fair play of the year. They get different aspects. Think you look at time from humanitarian. Then you look at time in the field of play. At times, even to supporters, we don't see some supporters with a winner, where some win the award and then go support their team as the only supporter. We go support that particular team. They don't see that they don't be really happen. But the sad part of we on Football Association, I know one day see we organize an awards and recognize people who don't do extremely well in terms of football. And since me born in this country, I get sense. So I know one day see SLFA organize an awards Nigeria, they do am, the NFF, they do am, the LFA, they do am, Guinea, they do am. You name this country, Ghana, they do am every year. Even to Liberia, one of our neighboring country, they give Motoka to woman the best female player of the season. These are all policies we get for deal with fair play and sportsmanship. Reginald, I'll talk about this in the policy. You feel like as a country, I want to stick with the sportsmanship because we don't see club owners them, we don't make boku sonko they happen because they don't want to accept sportsmanship defeat. What do you make up of this?
Thank you very much, Mohamed Tobi Kagbo. I think when you talk about policy, I should say there is a lot they will need for catch up to the standard of other neighboring countries or other MAs, member association that around the globe. When you look at we game and you compare outside we there at the moment, and you look at outside we they go, outside we they head for, you know that there is a lot they will definitely need for, put into consideration. So we basically they get a lot for do when you talk about fair play, organizing awards as well. I think that is something that we've not been doing. And when you go to other countries, you see, in fact, quite recently, the Liberian Football Federation that was the 5th edition of something that they've been doing for the past 4 to 5 years. And then get a company where they then get a sponsorship package with where basically can put them cars in the way they give to different individuals. And the last time we talk about so Salon as to whether we feel like we need for establish something like that as well, but that has not been happening. So I think it's indeed a lot of work to do. It's not about, even though Salon we can say we get policy problem, the implementation problem we get, but again, when it comes to the state of football, it is sad, it is devastating, and we really get a lot for ensure say we match up to other countries as well. You take, for example, before I come in, we talk about players where they get injury and all, no proper sports medicine, or the trainings, no they. It's sad for a player they get injury in a salon, and you don't even know how many weeks they go for. Just because you don't get the right professionals, salon your man goes crap. Doctor no they no doc at the better any doctor not able to tell me say this player don't go out for 2 months, this player don't go out for 1 month. Equity you see just now Patrick Dogu don't get injury. When they do this scan, they tell you exactly that he's going out for 10 months. Even though some go say yes with the aim high, but I think when it comes to fixing the principles, football you not get patch. Football has to be played in a very conducive environment and all. But for we they catch up with a lot of things, and I think if we really want to get the game right, sometimes we can feel now for just going to the pitch and go get result done. No, football is beyond the pitch. Football they play beyond the field. You have to put the right policies in place, the right structure in place, the right the enabling environment for make the right things and be done. But again, when you look at all of those things, I think we've not been able to catch up with the other part then at the world, the fact that then they go and then we seem to be satisfied with how we did and all, it's also questioned. So a lot of things and they will really get for look or put into consideration. But I'll tell you when you talk about fair play, awards or other things, then we are lagging behind, I'll tell you.
Collier, what do you also about the fair play and sportsmanship? We don't see in match them the past last 2 editions of the Salon Premier League, we say some problem we can start at the field. Can start with people away na gets the club, or you can start with team managers, or you can start up with somebody who gets an executive position. And if you supporters see somebody who gets an executive position, don't start from misbehave. It tells a lot about within the supporter themselves go react. Do you think sportsmanship don't really establish in football, particularly in the Premier League?
No, and this I take from within Regina say. They'll say when you look at the process and procedure. To be honest with you, now only the Lyon Premier League you go see the CEO of the team they didn't at the technical bench. If they even command the coach for Sidon, or he don't even get C license. Now they go to the touchline, the coach the team on sportsmanship behavior. And then when he reach a certain peak, referee go take a decision just because if he say in that kind of stakeholder day, now they first they begin to go out the referees them. And in several occasions, we don't see this. Some of we they go watch the matches there. So no go call names, no go call clubs. But this now the habit of the people them way. So sometimes if you not the CEO, they don't begin to behave so. You get people that will get allegiance to the Maya. You understand? Recently, we see the disciplinary committee slam ban on the CEO of FC Cologne. 4-match ban and fine and money. Which for me, yes, it get everything it takes, but it don't relinquish that particular position there. Now we all know see the head coach of FC Cologne actually right. So if you go there, anything happen, trust me, and then you na your own national face, and then you na a father figure in the football game, and then you go because this not to allege the committee don't find him guilty. Say he used efforts against the officials and then the banter wars we no go down well to football. This all not to sportsmanship. For letting Ledan they come up from a whole CEO of FC Cologne, we all know say he's a legend in the game, he's a fatherly figure in the game, people that they look up to him.
But according to Ramina, just a fan of FC Cologne now. So
no, but
he behave like how any supporter can.
No, but again, you
behave, does it mean that because it's Mohamed Cologne?
A fan no go team up in a technical area now, just like that, just a fan.
Now inside the field, Mohamed Cologne attack the referee.
Not to outside the door and not to outside the door.
He sit on the bench of FC Cologne.
You do watch FC Cologne games?
No, I don't think Mohamed will sit on the bench.
He's not presently sitting on at the substitute bench. I think he gets an notification against the official when they walk their way out of the field.
And for me, if you say you na I don't know how to call it, a role model into football, a one word where you spark for don't create issues within that particular area there. To be honest with you know why? You get people who get allegiance to you. Wait until that word when Mohamed Cologne talk see. They don't work FC Cologne. You know how many fans they for going na the rampage for make sure say they're satisfied and say because it don't come out from you.
Okay, Toby.
Reginald, I'll allow you for making points
it's
again.
Indeed, of course, you know, say, me and somebody who can be very crucial when it comes to. I remember the last time I came very crucial when it comes to Mohamed Cologne. But again, in football, I think quite recently we saw the president of Fakafoot, Samuel Eto'o, was on the stand for the AFCON. But again, after the match, I think the match against Morocco also, he was involved after the match with bashing at the referees and all. And we all saw what CAF did to him. They had to find him and also suspend him and all. So that is not a justification for make any manager or so. But I think presently now, for example, the CEO of Star Sports Academy, they sit inside the field. Presently, he's not sitting in the field. Is it Yakuba also, engineer? He's not sitting on the field. Now up that stand, they sit on now. Up is now SLFA. And I watch a match where they play against FC Cologne Approved School. It was out. That is good. Clubs and the way they abide really. Clubs and the way they struggle for abide. Clubs like Loire Football Club. Up to now, the executive director, they come inside the field. He's not in town. I think he's in China. So then get liberty. Mohamed Cologne, since he was appointed as Leon Star head coach, and he resigned, I've not been seeing him involved in the pitch. I've not been seeing, like they say, he can't take chair. Tunde Scott is coming in. He goes sit down. Mighty Blackpool as well. The vice chairman normally comes in, but the chairman, Rodney Michael, normally sits out. But again, I think say going forward, their managers they also get a lot for do because people and they see them. And one way deceiving to be now the way they put now the team sheet. For example, now Benjamin Godin is the technical advisor to SLFA Football Club. That is what is at the team sheet. So he's not sitting in there as a CEO, but he's sitting there as a technical advisor. So when the referee they can inspect, then look the team sheet. Benjamin Godin is not there as the CEO, for example. I just say make him as a case study. He's there as a technical advisor. Sam Fabla go tell you say he's no longer. It's in WF now the CEO now for Loire Football Club.
So it's in they do they.
He's there as a technical director. You ask yourself, I mean, what? So again, normally we can say he who pays the pipers calls the tune. But going forward, I think these are some of the things that we really get for the getter. We know, me and you know, certain people and don't get no technical
Nothing. So for me, it's about process and procedure.
Again, now make they say, but you cannot justify the law. The states and clearly say 7 officials,
You go-
no CEO.
Regina,
You understand?
you
CEO
go-
should not be allowed. So if the person is there in a different capacity,
You go
then
the-
how do you control such
You go the
behavior?
press conference.
That is the problem.
You go the press conference of the Sierra Leone Football Association.
Yeah, I was there.
And then the president of the association give just one reason why they terminate the contract of the former technical director. When you get wrong people at the wrong place. These are issues. Maybe you know, say Safa is not a technical director. So how you go advise?
It's technical.
There is something to that. There is something I want for backup to that in this. So he has some guideline about qualification for let somebody be a technical director.
Okay.
One of the qualification on that, you forget a wide knowledge of football at all levels. Forget wide knowledge on that. You forget theory of learning. You forget training and coaching skill. You forget talent identification and education, management, recruitment, finance, and football history of the country. We for become the technical director of. Now the skills we forget. The skills are analytical skill, considering both the game and football environment in general. Ability to defend and develop a strategy and projects, organizational capacities that enable the implementation of a complex set of programs nationwide. Managerial skill, enabling him or her to coordinate, motivate, and supervise the technical staff. Communication and reporting skills. Finally, the experience we forget. Experience as a football player, if you first play football, that is one of the criteria. And not necessarily means say if you play at a top level or if you play at a professional level. If you get an experience in coaching or a coaching educator.
So for me, that are the key points about Lucky Rich. If you listen to the president of the Sierra Leone Football Association, with all which you analyze on the first face of farm, anybody can watch football. We all know the system of Sierra Leone football. But when he reached to the qualifications of him being a coach, whether you forget A, B, or C, we all know none of the guys that they know get apart from Kalon.
Okay. They also find and finish now say, you forget experience as a group leader. You also relevant football and sports qualification example, a national or international coaching license, university degree in relevant field. But for our staff, we can pick some calls now in the program this morning. Let's just come again to Regina, quick one, then we'll start for open the phone line. It's about another important part of the policy that we think we for pay a keen attention to. We own sport program definitely different from any other people who do sport program. We deal with issues and we carry out the solutions and for look like.
Exactly.
Let's talk about competition regulation. It's a major crisis where we don't face as a country. We don't get a proper football calendar running. We also not get our competitions are not played properly. They are not being regulated in a proper way. Our football for run. Do you think when we get a look about competitions regulation, we see last year we talked a lot about the competition department, how dormant they are. But let's turn attention to that quickly. What do you make up of with competitions, particularly how they have been regulated?
For I think we don't miss all this while before. Any strong footballing nation, if you not get an effective competition department, then you doomed for fail. Yeah, I think that now one of the areas they will get for look into. I think this new leadership when they come in, then look at that and then give you the football calendar. Now we don't know when the next year alone Premier League they start, the next 2026, 2027 league, all of those one any day. That is how it should be, and it was published out. I think then say the Division 1 they start. Is it today or tomorrow? Tomorrow, I think. So. And then it's not only going to start in Freetown, but other parts in the country as well, which is progress at some point. But again, there is a lot to be. In terms of the competition, we get for ensure say we could. The competition department, last time I get to UMCCA, director of competition, he talk and clearly say they are understaffed. Then small within that department, and they cannot be everywhere at the same time. So I think say that is one of the areas where the SLFA really get for invest a lot. They should go digital. The good thing now you get the FIFA Connect. Let them ensure say clubs register. We have so many clubs when you check the Division 1 club, if you combine it all, it's close to 80, 90. What are we doing with them? 20 no more. They don't use, I think we have 20 now to Western area. You move to the northwest, eastern region, and when you combine all, maybe you get 50, 60 Division 1 club. How many of them teams did they gain promotion at the Premier League? So we have to put the right structures in place. How do you put the right structures in place? It's not to play preliminary playoff and all. No. Let there be criteria. Who don't meet the criteria, who don't meet the benchmark, let him go. That's how football, that's how you cut the number. Toby, if they tell each Division 1 team, say, if you don't get 300 million a year, just a maker, for example, you are not going to be a Division 1 club. Trust me, by so doing, the clubs will reduce. Rather than not all man go grab no more money, he go because he get sababu, he go take form, he make Division 1 team. No, but you should have certain benchmarks. That is how Sameleto do Cameroon and all, and now it's getting the result. And then finally, like closing, somebody I mean before I talk about female football. Female football, yes, it is playing, but trust me, our female league is not competitive. The reason why I will say that, I'll just find 30 seconds. No problem. Every week, for example, Mogwemo Queens, they win by over 5 goal margin. You have teams that are every week you are sure that they are going to lose.
Yes, Ashentonians is one.
It's one.
Men are Queens.
So you understand? Is that an effective league? No. And they are not helping the league because you only get few teams that they perform. The league will be determined if Mogwemo Queens beats Ramke, home and away, Mogwemo Queens will win the league. If Ramke beats Mogwemo Queens home and away, because now the only team that they challenge themselves. So going forward, it tells you that we also go for the team that they dong, the way they struggle. We have to make them become better as well. We have to ensure that they themselves get a level playing field. Let there be a policy that no club not bring more than 5 players from other country. You understand what I mean? It should be so by so doing you need to help the other club and invest more money. But again, every week to be in fact I know they enjoy safe because I go watch one game tomorrow 10-0, Mogwemo Queens, 8-0, 13-0, 14-0. And it happens rapidly. It is not progress for me in my own opinion.
Well, allow you to make a point on that. Do you agree with what Regina said? Because you follow keenly the Women's Premier League. Do you agree?
Well, yes, I would say partially. The reason why I would say partially, the league fine, and although they say that kind of competition, but again, if you look at it from another lens, you go say maybe then clubs here so not get the money for invest for how it's foreign based players.
But if you not get money, don't come close.
So
to
you
football.
See, okay, so that is it. So now if you look at Ram Kamara and Mogwemo Queens, most of the players the way they make the highway for them, these are professionals, so they signed from different countries and they carry them. And whilst the Ashentonia, the Venborg, the Rise Queen, these are grassroots.
Venborg did it guy now.
You understand? These are grassroots. So for me, even FC Cologne, we all see they cut professionals. FC Cologne, the struggle now. I get a privileged conversation with them team manager to discuss say that they wait for the general transfers and come with some professionals because the ICT waiting said disturb them.
Yeah, for some players.
Yeah, for some players. Yeah. So if you not get just for example, like Regina say, even for female teams them, if you not get certain amount of money in your account for able to sustain the players them, let you not be a female club. Because sometimes it's not about you signing.
Do you think
it's about facility?
Guys, do you think we all forget this consensus agreement that let that be a policy?
Let be a policy.
I think that's the way to go, Toby.
Even in the Division 1,
this ecosystem and all, that is not the way to go.
For me,
it's wasting time. Yeah, let's just put down a Toby. Let Congress go sit down. Let them pass that decree. They say every Premier League club, for example, roughly forget at least $300,000 or $500,000 in their account.
If you not get them,
you fold up.
If you not get them,
who don't get money, Toby, let them come buy the club. Then
how will this club sustain? No, just talk pan the dog and left the bone.
Again, it's about marketing.
$200,000 is
Toby, no club not in the entire world way that they go take money.
Toby,
then can't give you.
Okay.
It left to how you make your club.
Regina,
it left to how you market your club.
Example,
football is an enterprise. Now business other side and at the world.
FC Colombo Rangers. If you say that the Premier League board they give them money, it's about the branding. The marketing strategy.
But they can't. Not all club go be Bo Rangers and FC Cologne.
So why you not go follow suit the strategies?
How many people?
It's about branding.
So we have about 8 million here.
Let me go international best practice. Which club they na England we na League One? Lost in League One. We no get sponsorship.
It's about we have about 8 million. We have about 8 million people. Yeah. For them club then they will attract 2 million people and for support them club. Just 2 million of the population. Then they for go back to the status quo and look at who side they need for
go back to
improve
the community
and see.
I talked to Mountain City, the team manager. Tell you about they sell 1,500 supporters jersey at 300 leons. New
And
leons.
it done. People in defend jersey.
So you tell me, if a community team can raise that kind of money from a jersey, get over $1 billion.
How about the Premier League?
Let's
That's a conversation we will get in one of the
let's start for big calls. Good morning, Bakayoko. Please go ahead and make your points quick one. Hello? Yes, Bakayoko, go ahead. Yes, go ahead and make your point.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Basically, people are continuing to labor all the things, and let me just go to the bad word declaration. Let me just go to have a patch mechanism to say what you mean. Yes, how would you make yourself so poor? That are the actual fact. Would you make yourself so poor? And the more you continue to make yourself so poor, now so you get poor. So yes, let me try to, put policy in the phone that they say. We don't get money, no can football. So compare with clubs and then they come, not only they don't get the capacity, but when they can, they go relax. One game and one be, one go and be the PR, one go and be the CEO, one go and be the chairman. And they put a monopoly. When you can try to establish, other people let them come in, then you think that when you go to sell out, just, you name them, they are there. People, and how many of you are saying, oh yes, I don't get, a card holder for Arsenal, I decided just, look Summer City, can you imagine, whenever Summer get game, we could get chance in there, they don't manage the cabo come by. Monday they go watch. But it's all about joy, let your integrity, make sure you credibility, let's stand firm, try to establish them well, so they happen. No, we'll let for make yourself so poor. You really tired anyway. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, I take my call 0799949993. We'll look at if the SLFA Football Association really gets a long-term football policy. Yes, the man from Central, good morning.
Yes, sir. Central one media one.
Yes.
I will call the line.
Mm-hmm.
They are told me, may God bless you together with two brothers, then Reginald with my brother and Collier. All waiting and say it ain't place. We dey talk in terms of policy in this country. Policy without no planning, I don't get it wrong. You don't see? Policy without no planning, no better procedure. No better procedure. So even with the talk of policy, even plenty Premier League clubs they don't reach the criteria for play a Premier League.
Okay.
Yeah, for play Premier League. Mm-hmm. Even with Premier League, if we look in terms of policy, even with league, not to standard league. Yeah. So we say the FA say, may we come now and get a plan in terms of policy, we try to push again.
Okay.
Yeah, because he told me they come up now, they have been the one player. They train with Western United, they don't job everything, they come to just training for me and church ball. Seem to look this guy. They go meet him, he said, buddy, it's how they tell you. He say, ball not lucky, he say, you like the ball. You physical, you get all team. He give the guy one ball, he said, make the guy go train. He tell us how we play now, make can join them. Yeah, you don't see?
Okay.
Even certain players then, they're not fit to play the Premier. Certain players, they're not fit to play the Salon Premier League.
Okay.
Because of money business. So they beg them at least more try for put policy in place, for try for improve the game. Thank you, sir. The voice from Central One Media One.
All right. Let's also take more calls. 0799949993. 0799949993. Let's go and take this call. More calls they come in. Hello, good morning.
Yes, sorry, Coach Ajina.
Yeah, Coach Ajina, please go ahead and make your point.
I do, sir.
Good.
Yeah, but this FA, we saw invest this medical side. This medical side, I want to invest for them. Our officer will be for rely on these local doctors, I mean. But if we put in one or two foreign doctors that will come, the bone areas, one are bone specialists, and the head injury. This head injury don't kill one at Blackpool, now head injury kill also. Where because immediately as opposed to sustain head injury, they stop the game. When you know, it's very, very serious. So we get two people as specialists, even a black safe. But we take a foreigner, it can't be at the for employer for all clubs. They will pay any month people $5,000 in reserve because medical we invest for the medical this time around. No club not there for medical man for in team na this country now. No club we do am. But the FA invest Sunday. Take two medical man outside there. The both specialists and this area. Let to be only forget them. This FA. Then this category of talk. Maybe the pin number could not meet. So this $300,000 on the account before you don't go to Division 1, 50 teams. Una watch it. I'm watching they play Premier South Africa. Can you imagine? More than we. Look at the league today. We get 20 Afrito, we get 10, all of them are wrong. You know, get 5 or 6, 7 Afrito, we get 2, something like that. That's how you get the standard league. The money for this talking for me every day, you get standard. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, let's take some calls again. We'll take like 3 more calls, 0799949993. Let's take this call. Hello, good afternoon now.
That's fine. Yes, this is the Lion.
Yeah, the Lion. Go ahead and make your point, please.
You know, Salon, Ali, Allah help we. Salon, na the country, you know, everybody, how people are for better, how things go before, and that's we no sabi. Because when you find out countries and they Ghana, where was Ghana? They never, na the Ghanaians and they show best, Ghanaians then, and they show best. Each club gets the one day where they show best for the East club, and they make a mandatory for say as nobody they go show outside country. Then the Ghanaians they say they do them. In order to employ people left. You want to tell me you know most of the buy jersey. So if you can make that list, each one self, even that jersey, you know whose time revenue way that thing they. You make, you know, because you know, say the jersey then they buy section. You know, you get the Huawei, if you go outside, you get the Huawei, if you go inside the plane at your home. People, whatever, people must go buy them. Right now, so I can put 10,000. I call some, now put a low flag. Now say this 10,000, this flag, who's one at this, right? If so man, now the 10,000 is a wrong job. Right, other country, but let's say you put almost $1 billion, you put the flag, you put the money, now the flag then the wrong go take. So yeah, if people are not make law, will not say yes. You know that flag there is value to we. That flag, if I go see man they see a low flag where they go and kick on a roof. American man, but where you hold it, how did they take wiki American man?
That is, we're sorry for that, but that is not particularly within we want for discourse. We always give show respect to the callers, but please again, let me just try for put and down to within with the discourse. That's a concerned citizen. Good morning.
Good morning, General Toby.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, talking about football, you know, talking about Daddy Brahma legacy. And Thomas Daddy Brahman, this present man now, you know, and they all do their bit. Again, people when they talk like Aisha, not do nothing. And then all waiting Thomas Daddy Brahman can do. Now a waiting of waiting Aisha in your left. Now he can complete. Just like we go governance is continuity. What thing you want to say? The president.
Oh, we lost this. We lost concerned citizen. So we just put 2 more calls through now, and later we definitely come to call here and we'll bring the program to an end. The program will return tomorrow with some really interesting and spicing up conversation. Let's see what will be the final and last talkie caller now, and we go shift the focus. We're able to look at other policies as we bring them to you bit by bit. But caller, we don't go above the time. You respond to callers, and which will be your final words for today.
Well, for me, I tell them all thank you for the time we take for listening and the contributions. But it's just that you see, policy is something where you know they just grab them. You see, now holistic something. This not way for going to Congress, just like our region be say, then go pass idea into law. For me, for be a constitutional mandate, if you know say this, if I na primary thing when you can office and this you for do, na this you for do, na that you know for do. So we will only get them right if only we get a policy or a guide with football. Like original, say for example, let's just in 30 seconds. Now, any player, any team will sign a foreign-based player, it will be 5 maximum, and only 2 will start, so that you give more opportunities to other home-based players, and so that they go explore themselves and then reach that particular height. There, or often it goes okay, 3 per team go start, but no team no go start more than 3 foreign-based players. So by that, you able to regulate. You get a policy. It's a policy. England also they get a policy. I like you sign how many professionals they will tell you say you forget at least 3 or 5 English players in your squad. At least per game you get 2 or 3 where they play. So for me, it's a policy where we need for revisit, come back, put her into Congress, and then it be a law, not to just the Kababadi come using executive power and say we get a football ecosystem. Somebody can come and then it's Russian say, me no want this football ecosystem. But if it come inside into law, I think it will work back. So for me, we will continue to give them what they deserve, and we will continue to look into the policies. And we now know say Epic could do something different from other radio stations. Then so now so me go say bye bye.
All right, just allow Reginald for say.
Yes, thank you very much, Mohamed Toby, and thanks to all the one that we don't take the time for call or contribute to the program today. And just like I would normally say, some of them solutions just all the give out there and for ensure say we have help or contributing real little way for changing the narrative of football in our country. So I want to tell everybody thank you, we call and contribute one way or the other. Till we join again tomorrow. Bye bye.
We'll return tomorrow, and God's willing, for bringing to you the midweek edition of the program. But me will bring the second edition to you. Me don't be Mohamed Toby Kagbo. Thanks to DJ Wonder for in technical support. Abakar Bendu, we stream for on the Facebook page. We go return tomorrow for yet another edition. But for now, have a wonderful day and goodbye.